Welcome back to Giggles and Glutes. In the last episode, we spoke about soft discipline, which is consistency without burnout, and how to end the year gently.
And we need to end the year gently because Danae and I are feeling it. But today we're diving into something we know hits everyone around this time, and that is food cravings, guilt, and holiday chaos.
Absolutely. And episode 3 is called Food, Freedom, and Emotional Peace Going into the New Year because I feel like all of us need to have some emotional peace. And don't worry, this is not going to be a lecture. It's a guide to feeling good, to enjoy your food, and to let go of that guilt.
Because if we're being honest, we don't need another New Year diet, reset lecture, New Year challenge. We need food, peace, and acceptance.
Absolutely.
So let's start with the obvious. Most of us have a love-hate relationship with food.
Exactly. One minute it's joy, and the next minute it's absolute shame. Like, I shouldn't have eaten that cookie, or now I've ruined my entire week.
And that guilt, it doesn't motivate us to eat better. It usually leads to more overeating or emotional eating.
Yeah, I feel like all of us have been there, but don't worry, this is science backed because studies show that food guilt triggers stress hormones like cortisol, which can increase cravings and even your fat storage.
So instead of helping, guilt literally works against your goals physically and mentally.
And here's the truth, freedom with food isn't eat everything all the time. It's having balance, it's being aware, and having compassion.
Most important, compassion, especially when you don't understand what you are doing in relation to nutrition yet. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Introduce new things slowly and take things out as well slowly. So let's talk about the science, but we're going to keep it simple. Hunger hormones, ghrelin, is the hormone in your body that says, I am hungry, feed me. And then we have leptin, which is the hormone that says, okay, I've had enough, I'm full now, you can stop eating.
It's so funny that the name of that hormone ghrelin is like gremlin because it's like
Yes, I
when you
know,
are
always
hungry.
think that.
When you are hungry, you go into full gremlin mode. It is actually so accurate. Now we know where it derives from, actually. And when you skip meals or you undereat or you restrict your food, that gremlin spikes and leptin drops, and that's why you suddenly need to eat the entire box of chocolate.
Yeah, and that's not weakness, it's biology. It's how your body works. Your body is literally trying to survive and restore balance.
Yeah. Also, emotional stress messes with these hormones as well. So, cravings aren't just bad habits, they are your body and brain asking for fuel, comfort, or even both.
Yeah, for sure. So, food freedom starts with honoring your hunger signals, not ignoring them or labeling them as bad or thinking, oh, let me just put that to the side, or oh no, I should skip this meal actually because I want to reach my goals, because that's
Yeah.
not how you're going to reach your goals.
Yeah. And there's also a lot of this following what other people do. I feel like a lot of people do that. Should I be eating before I train? Should I be eating after I
Yeah,
train? What should I do? I don't know.
yeah.
Because this one says this one's doing that. I always tell people go by what your body is telling you. Your body is communicating. If you are hungry, eat. If you are feeling lightheaded halfway through your fast and cardio, then you probably should eat something before you do
Yeah,
it. Your body's telling you, we don't operate this way, babes. Listen to
yeah,
me.
yeah.
And and the question around this is always, how do I enjoy my food without guilt? How do I not feel guilty when I really want to have this thing? And step one is to stop labeling food as good food and bad food because food is food.
Yeah. And seriously, it's like giving every food a moral score, and your brain is not meant to do that. Your brain doesn't comprehend that this thing has a high morality and this thing has low
Yeah.
morality. It just doesn't work like that.
And then step two would be to practice mindful eating. Notice the flavors of your food, the textures, and how satisfied you feel when you are eating them. You don't have to eat more, but you have to eat to enjoy your food. I feel like when you do that mindset shift, then it's like, wow, I can actually appreciate this meal. But when you gobble up
Yeah.
everything, you're basically inhaling your food. It's like, I
Yeah.
didn't even have a moment to taste how good that was, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Mm-hmm. I remember when we did our nutrition course with precision nutrition, and they were teaching us mindful eating and how to teach it to our clients and stuff like that. And the one lecturer was saying, when you put your food in your mouth, feel the texture, feel the temperature of the food. Is it a smooth thing? Is it rough? Does it have hairs on it? All of those experiences you should be going through when you
Yeah.
are eating something, and that is how we get to mindful eating. But I'm sure we're going to get there. So step 3 is to plan your treats. Plan your treats. Don't restrict. Don't be like, I love chocolate, but I'm never going to keep chocolate in my house. I'm never going to buy a chocolate. I don't want to see chocolate at all, because
Yeah.
this is what leads to binging. So, for example, you have a dessert or a holiday treat now, and in conscious portions, you eat them without guilt. You enjoy that treat that you're having. But tomorrow, you don't have another holiday treat, and you don't have another holiday treat in January, February, March, because the holidays are over. Do you know what I mean?
100%. And some people don't have this willpower, you know, they stay away from it because they actually can't control themselves. And if that is you, you know, if you're going to have one spoon of trifle, you're going to have five bowls to follow. And so you just kind of stay away from it if you are that. But if you are somebody who's able to be disciplined, then do this portion control consciously. And step four is the key. You need to forgive yourself when you do eventually overeat, because all of us have been there. All of us are still going to go through this where we're overeating because we are just
Yeah,
enjoying this meal so much. It is just so
yeah.
good. One meal in one day does not erase your progress. Now, 2 days and 3 days and three meals and four meals, absolutely yes. But that one time, you can forgive yourself for that.
Yeah, yeah. And the science agrees with this. Chronic restriction increases the likelihood of a binge, like I just mentioned, while a flexible, kind approach improves your long term adherence. So give yourself that freedom to enjoy what you want to enjoy, but also practice the discipline to be able to say tomorrow or the next day, no, I had something sweet yesterday. I don't have to have something sweet again. And if you are really craving something sweet, Greek yogurt, honey, berries, 2 squares of 70% lint inside there, that's average of 260 calories if I'm calculating correctly. Between 45 and 65 grams of Greek yogurt is enough. 30 grams of berries, that's enough to cure your sweet
Yeah.
tooth.
And there are endless recipes that you could have to satisfy your sweet tooth. It doesn't have to result in a bag of Haribos or Lindt chocolate or whatever, you know, it doesn't have to. But then there's also the other side to this is being able to have emotional peace with your food. And this is where
Yeah,
most people actually struggle because eating isn't just physical, it is emotional as well.
yeah, yeah. That's why when we have sex or food, the same hormone gets released because it's an emotional connection that your body makes to food every time that you eat,
Yeah.
because food is comfort, it's
Yeah.
celebration, it's stress relief, it's community, it's all of the good things that we enjoy as social beings. And if we try to banish that We banish those emotions that come with that. And with willpower alone, it's never going to work.
Yeah. And the solution here is to separate food from guilt. Eat to fuel and to enjoy. If you're feeling stressed, deal with it using movement or journal or something that brings you peace, taking a cup of tea or whatever brings you peace in that moment, and don't just result in let me open the fridge and raid my cupboards and eat to stuff my
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. And also, reflection helps. Ask yourself, am I hungry or am I stressed? Am I bored? And then respond appropriately. If you
Yeah.
are really hungry, the way I am right now, and your stomach is like, hey, give me some food, then go and eat. And if you ate like an hour ago, then just have something small. You don't have to have another big meal, but
Yeah.
feed the gremlin.
Yes, definitely feed the gremlin. Because when you feed the gremlin, you create emotional peace. And that peace is more sustainable than any other diet. You are hungry for a reason. Your body is
Yeah.
asking for fuel.
Yeah. Okay, let's get practical. How do you start the new year without the all or nothing mentality?
This is a question that I'm sure everybody asks in the beginning of a new year, because I'm pretty sure there are hundreds or thousands of us that have a New Year's resolution that goes, I'm going to eat well this year. I'm going to stay my diet or whatever it is that is concerning to food. So let's break this down for you. Focus on real whole foods most of the time. Proteins,
Mm-hmm.
veggies, healthy fats, and carbs that energize you. Also, try and include small treats daily: chocolate, coffee, pastries, whatever it is that you enjoy. But again, be mindful of the portion size that you are
Mm-hmm.
having. Listen to your body. Eat when you are hungry and stop when you are satisfied. This is something that you need to be very honest with yourself about. Be honest with yourself and
Mm-hmm.
be, I'm full. I can't eat anymore. I'm hungry. I need to eat. Be honest, because otherwise it's not going to work. You can also
Yeah.
prep your meals for busy days ahead to avoid grabbing anything that's just convenient or food out of stress. You can journal about your feelings around food and notice the patterns that are continuing without any judgment towards yourself.
Yeah, and important, remember that it's not about perfection. We can't stress this enough. It's about creating a flexible structure that keeps you feeling nourished, satisfied, and at peace.
The most important piece. We have to admit, though, that food freedom is actually funny sometimes if we think about it.
Yeah, because when you plan your healthy dinner and then your dog gives you those sad eyes, like, can I please have some? And then suddenly you're sharing your pasta.
Or when your friend brings over a dessert platter and you tell yourself, I'll just have one bite, and then the whole platter is gone.
And that's okay because that's part of what food freedom is. It's laughing at ourselves instead of shaming ourselves all of the time.
Exactly. If we can enjoy it, learn from it, and keep moving forward, all of that is progress.
For sure. So that's episode 3, guys. Food freedom, mindful eating, emotional peace, and letting go of the guilt as we start the new year.
In our next episode, we will talk about feminine reset, boundaries, and energy, really getting intentional about who we are and how we want to show up.
Sounds exciting, but until then, enjoy your food, be kind to yourself, and remember that the peace that you have with your food is freedom for life. We will catch you in the next episode. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace out. Bye.
Bye.